storytelling. I could just sit here, listen to him all day, maybe cozy up by the fire with a perfect throw thrown over me, as if I wasn't cozy enough in my Erin sweater, which I'm just in love with this sweater, the Jane sweater. I'm going to take it to the next level, and I'm going to talk about super soft merino wool done in the most beautiful throw. Now, when I say super soft, you have to feel it to believe it. It is like an absolute cloud. It's that soft. So this is coming from Kilronan. It is H218411. Now, Kilronan is the capital of the Aran Isles, and this is a family-owned business for over 50 years. So a throw, I have to say, is the perfect gift, right? You don't have to worry about sizes. We all love a throw. Any designer will tell you that's how you instantly chic up your house. All you have to do is choose that color. It looks beautiful thrown over the edge of a bed or the arm of a couch. This is customer top rated, and more of them just arrived. But most importantly, you have to know that featured price that you see right there, $98.86. It is expiring, meaning it's going away at the end of the day. So let's talk about our colors first. I am cuddled up.
You are.
Aren't I?
I love it.
Life is rough, isn't it? This is your ocean gray. Look at that. It's like that morning dawn when you look out into the Atlantic Ocean, that beautiful soft gray. And with a touch of blue, a little bit of both. Let's take a look at the other colors, shall we? That is the classic Aran. It is the most limited. That's your toasted oat. I always gravitate towards that one. So natural looking. And then we have it in winter rose as well. Now let me invite in Kieran Costello, who we actually got to present this morning together, and it was flying off the shelves, so I'm surprised we have any left. But Kieran, go ahead and come on in, and let's talk about this fabulous, fabulous throw that is just steeped in Irish tradition on top of being so cuddly soft.
Indeed, Julia. And as you say, hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Good, good. So, as you say, yeah, this is just so cuddly and so warm and so comfortable next to the skin. This blanket is the only one that we have where we are using our very premium, super soft merino wool. And as we all know, merino wool is known for its softness and comfort next to skin. But the super soft really brings it to an entirely new level. And it really is so soft. It is really quite extraordinary. It's almost unbelievable indeed that it is even wool. But as I say, it's merino wool. When it is shorn from the sheep, it is graded. And the super soft is at the very top of the pile. So extremely fine, extremely soft, just beautiful. And I think really it's a perfect marriage with the Aran knitwear, where you have all that history as well and all that lovely stitch detail.
Well, let's talk about some of the cabling that you've included in this throw, because not only when you gift this to someone are you giving them something that is so warm on the inside, on the outside, but you're also giving them a piece that is steeped in Irish history.
Yes, most definitely. And indeed, it is the single biggest defining characteristic of Aran knitwear is that three-dimensional, intricate stitch detail that we're so familiar with. And of course, there's as we all know, there's a story behind every stitch. And so really what we have here in this blanket is that we have a patchwork of many of the most famous of the Aran stitches. So for example, we have running along here, we have what we call the diamond stitch. And the diamond stitch, the wish behind the diamond clearly is wealth and success for everybody. And within the diamond stitch, then we have a little bit of a cable detail. And the people of the Aran Islands, three small islands off the west coast of Ireland, where all of this knitwear originated many, many years ago. They used their way of life, they used their environment, they used their family values, their religious beliefs. They used all of those things for inspiration for each of the different stitches. So the cable is reminiscent of the fisherman's rope, and once again, the wish there is safety and good luck as you travel on your life's journey. And as I say, that's built in within the diamond. And the cable is almost certainly the most popular of all the Aran stitches. So we have so many different variations of that. So we've got a very large, wide cable detail here in this particular little patch. And then next to that, we have what we call it's a triple cable. And then if I just move across to the winter rose garment, you can see as well that we have the, yes it is, the colour is very pretty indeed. And we have the honeycomb stitch as well. and the honeycomb, of course, reflects the desire to wish a just reward for all of one's hard work. So many different patches, so many different stitch formations, so many different cables, and of course you mentioned there the colour being very pretty. Of course, all of these colours as well are what we call marled colours, and that's where the very rich texture running through all of those colours. There isn't just the one solid colour built into each strand of yarn. You will see multiple colours, and it just adds a richness and a texture to the appearance of the garment that, if anything, accentuates the warmth of the actual yarn itself.
I mean, you get the warmth from the color, you get the warmth from that texture. Every angle that you look at it, there's dimension and movement, and it comes to life. It is significant in size. You are getting it's bigger than my wingspan.
Do you want help?
Yes, please.
Coming over.
71.5 inches in length there, and then about 38 inches. Am I correct in that? Yes, 38 inches. So that perfect throw size if you want to cuddle up next to someone special, or even your cute little puppies or your grandkids. I was telling Kieran last night that when I was wearing this, I instantly had this memory of every Christmas Eve. My parents would throw a really huge Christmas party. It was like the party of the year. And towards the end of the night, when my brother and I were little, we started to get tired. Before all the guests left, the ones that are still around, my father would cover us in a blanket and he would read "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" before we would go to bed by the fire. And it was just this really sweet moment. And then, you know that moment when you're a kid where you can't wait to go to sleep, but you can't go to sleep. That's what that gives me, that comforting feeling. And just reminds me of my daddy and that moment that we would always have. I do. It's that perfect gift. And even if you're not thinking for the holidays, with these colors, when we were looking at the winter rose, what a great baby shower gift.
Yes.
For expectant mothers, a nursing gift, little boys' room, you name it. Everyone needs a throw, right?
And I love, as a knitter, I'm looking at this patterning. It's almost like a patchwork quilt. You know, when you have because there are squares, it's not running like the full length. So it's almost like you have these wonderful little, it would be like a sampler.
Yes.
Afghan. I knitted an Afghan for my sister and brother-in-law when they got married 38 years ago. They still have it. And once again, buying the yarn and spending the time. It was lovely. It was a work of love, but I couldn't buy merino wool to make an Afghan now at $98.86, and it's lovingly made in Ireland. But what I was thinking, Julia, when you were showing it is, if you have a friend that's not Irish at all or doesn't really have a tie, this is so sophisticated and elegant. It is like the perfect gift, to your point, where we don't have to worry about what size they are. Like, just get it.
And the colors work into any decor because they're rooted in that Irish nature. So the color I have right here, just to remind everyone, this is that ocean gray, which really does play that balance of blue and gray, and depends on the lighting, and depends on the decor. It'll pick up whatever, especially with that marled yarn. I also have it in the classic Aran, which is very fresh and bright. That's the toasted oat, my favorite personally. And another look at that winter rose. Now, Karen, you have the winter rose in that fabulous malahide castle with you. First of all, are you having a blast, all of you over there? I'm so jealous. Jane and I are both so jelly.
Yes, we are. No question about it. I mean, the setting here could not be more beautiful, and of course, no more than our own garments, it is steeped in history. As you probably know, I think Malahide Castle goes back to the middle of the 12th century. And indeed, to think that it's the same family. We talk about family values when we talk about our own stitch detail and so on and so forth. But it was the same family that lived in the Malahide Castle for the best part of 800 years. Wow. Really quite extraordinary.
Hey, what time is it, Kieran?
Yeah, what time is it there?
What time is it, dude?
It is approaching 2:30.
Woo!
In the morning.
That was like me this morning. We're on reverse. Yeah. All right, so your item.
We're enjoying it.
Right. Your item number here is H218411. And I was also thinking, my final thought, whether you're looking at a very traditional decored home or a very modern decor home, this is absolutely going to fit right in. So go ahead and pick this up. It's $19.77 on your Easy Pay, and it's customer top rated. I always encourage you to go take a look at those reviews if you're on the fence, because this is, when it says super soft, it is super, super soft.